All right, welcome back everybody to the next portion of the Zero G series. We're going to be going over the second topic, which is speed management. So, we're flying in decoupled mode up in space because that's what you want to do if you want to become very proficient in Zero G flying. And you might be wondering how to slow yourself down. Okay, managing your speed is the most important topic up in space because there is no atmosphere to slow you down. So it is up to you to slow yourself down. So there are several ways to do this, but before I go over all the different ways to manage your speed, I want to show you what not to do. Okay, what you don't want to do is overspeeding or overshooting a turn or a checkpoint. So I'm going to be demonstrating this in the novice portion or the novice variant of Beautiful Glen. And let me show you just a quick graphic of what that looks like. So right now we are located at the start finish line down at the bottom, which is this strut right here. And we're going to be going over to the very first turn. Actually, on the wrong side. We are down here, folks, with the sun to your back. Okay. So the sun is behind us. We're going to be going over to the first checkpoint, which is that hangar over there. And so we're going to be going in that direction. And what happens when you overshoot, when you overspeed? Well, if we're following this green line, when you're overspeeding, you basically just keep going because you're going so fast and you can't stop yourself. So let me demonstrate that. This is what not to do. Okay, you may want to go super fast. Oh my gosh, I'm a fast boy. I want to go super fast, and now I'm really overshooting the turn here. Okay, just going way away from the track. You don't want to do that. Okay. So how do you slow yourself down when you're approaching a checkpoint? Well, the first way you can do it is by using your thrusters. Um, One of the more common ones when you're starting off is by just using your retros. And you can use boost too to make your thrusters more powerful. Right now I just used my retros to slow myself down, turn myself around, using my mains to throw myself in the other direction. Just keep in mind, if you're flying something like the P-72 Archimedes, the retros on this ship is very weak compared to something like the M50, which has much stronger retros, which thus makes it a more beginner-friendly ship. So it helps to have a good understanding of the thruster strengths of the ship that you're flying to maximize the potential. So retros, one great way to slow yourself down. Another way to slow yourself down is by using your mains. And some people, you might call this a turn and burn maneuver. So you throw your ship around, and now you're using your mains to slow yourself down. Okay. Your mains are going to be the most powerful thrusters in whatever ship you're flying. So using a turn and burn maneuver like I just demonstrated is a very effective way to slow yourself down. Another way is by using your bottom thrusters, your verticals. So right now I'm using my verts with boost to slow myself down. One thing to be careful about using your verts a lot is you will subject yourself to high G forces. So just a word of caution, be careful about G forces if you want to use your verts a lot. Another way to slow yourself down is by switching to decoupled mode, or switching to coupled mode to slow yourself down. For approaching the first turn, I'm at 562, and right now I switched to decoupled mode, or sorry, to coupled mode. And you could see the speedometer bleeding off a lot of speed. And then when you're done, or when you've reached your checkpoint, you can switch back to decoupled mode and keep going. So let me demonstrate that again. So you're at the start finish, going to your first checkpoint, around 570-ish. Now bleeding off speed because I'm in coupled mode, and switch back to decoupled. Okay. So those are the different ways to slow yourself down. You're using your thrusters, or bleeding off speed in coupled mode. One thing you do not want to do is you do not want to use space brake. Please do not get into the habit of using space brake. Why do you not want to space brake? Because when you space brake, you lock your translational thrusters. So when you space brake, you can't use your thrusters to maneuver your ship around. You could roll pitch yaw still, but space brake is not a good way to slow yourself down, so I don't recommend it. One last thing, this is more of an advanced technique, but we'll go into it in more detail, is using combined turns or tricording, and this is basically just combining one or more than one thruster to slow yourself down. So I'll demonstrate that real quick. So I'll use my mains and my bottom thrusters at the same time to slow myself down. Okay. If you're going to use your thrusters to slow yourself down and manage your speed, the orientation of your ship matters, okay? So if you want to use your retros, make sure you have your nose pointed in the direction, or basically forward, if you want to slow yourself down, and then turn around, okay? When you're using your main thrusters, it's the opposite. You want to throw your ship around, and then use your mains to slow yourself down, okay? And that is how you manage your speed. So I recommend for this exercise, start at the start finish line and then go up to the first checkpoint and use that hangar as a reference to slow yourself down, to manage your speed. Using your mains is a great way to slow yourself down. Okay, let's go around the pad here. You could go to the other side of the station. Okay, just practice managing your speed around these turns. Right, you can choose any checkpoint. You definitely want to get this practice down, build that muscle memory. Get comfortable with slowing yourself down, because it is up to you, the pilot, to really manage your speed. Very important. Do not overshoot, do not overspeed.